Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Sanctification, human maturity, personal development, they always occur in the context of being with other people. Nobody can grow, can mature, can be a saint alone. It is always in the context of interpersonal relationships. We are live in a community. We belong to a church. We belong to the world that we call humanity. And interactions frequently can be difficult. In the gospel reading for today, we hear how we can grow together, how we can accompany each other. In the gospel, it is from the perspective of calling one's attention, calling the attention of the other if that person has committed a wrong. It is not a legal approach, but rather a fraternal, a communal approach of trying to gather together as one. When we call the attention of a person because that person has wronged somebody, has wronged the community, the gospel prescribes, Jesus tells us that we have to do that with love. But first, we have to do it. Second, we have to really express that correction in the context of concern, of love. Justice spoken in love will be helpful. Hopefully, it will improve the comportment or the behavior or the thinking of the other person who was mistaken. Oftentimes, because probably of our family upbringing, our immediate reaction becomes very impulsive. We want to correct someone, and we don't really reflect. We don't really come from the perspective of being one with the Father who wants to correct His creatures. Fraternal correction, calling the attention of someone, should not be, although it might be painful, it should not be a pain coming from our perspective. So when we do that, we have to do it from a prayerful stance. Prayerful stance means our words, our thinking, our behaving should come from our deep union with the Father, who is always concerned with each one of us. This is already the context of the last part of the gospel, where we come together as one in prayer. Again, spiritual growth, human maturation, personal development always happens in the context of a community. We cannot grow, we cannot develop alone. Otherwise, we will always be selfish. And it requires constant interaction. And oftentimes, as we interact, we offend, we hurt someone. We violate a law. But for us who saw that, the other person committing that, we should not run after that person with a hammer or whatever, but rather with love, calling the attention of that person who was in error in order to educate him, to lead him to the Father. So today we ask for that grace, that if we notice someone has wronged us or wronged the community, we should pray to the Father to give us again that grace, that perspective, that understanding, that compassion that will enable us to correct, to call the attention of the other.